Shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Welcome back to the Off the Gourd podcast.
In this episode, take it away, Sam.
God damn. Hey, yeah, how's it going, guys?
That's what I got. I'm just speaking your language here. I don't know.
Yeah, I
I'm
appreciate
doing good.
Going pretty good. Sam, how's your week been?
It's been good, man. Been working.
You ever?
Watching some horror movies, getting into Halloween spirit.
As you got
I still haven't seen Werewolf by Night.
Neither
I need
have
to.
I.
That's
really? That's
pretty
good.
cringe.
Should watch it.
It's pretty good. I really enjoyed it.
Fuck. Yellow toe.
Dude, I am straight up tired of old people. We were talking about this before the pod. Sam wasn't here. Bro, I hate old people. They be knowing nothing. And they
Doesn't
act
being
like they know it
ageist
all.
without me? What the fuck?
Dude.
Oh, I love that shit.
Yeah, I'll say it. I'm an ageist. So what?
Yeah, I'm
Definitely
totally
at least a
ageist.
little bit.
Old people and
Except
babies
for
are
old
awful.
sweet people. If you're sweet, you're a good old person.
Yeah.
Hey man, ACAB.
No, there are definitely some good old people, but there are a lot of shitty old people.
Some like
working
you go ahead.
at Men's Warehouse, so I get a lot of dudes that don't know anything about clothes in general. But the old
should
people who think they know about clothes.
See, that's the thing. It's the
But then
people who
don't.
think they know.
Oh my god. It like hurts my soul. They walk in and they're just asking a bunch of questions the whole time, or they're like being so insistent on how what they know is right, and their wife will support them within an inch of their life.
Don't make me get my wife in here.
Oh my god.
Dude, oh my... Yeah, that's the thing is they act like they know everything. Like, they're always right. And they don't know shit, bro. And
Bro,
I could
the
literally
customer is
beat their
always
ass. I could literally beat their ass. Any old person comes up to me, I fucking... This is a challenge. An open challenge to all old people. Come to me and I will beat your ass.
You heard it first here.
How old are we talking? Cause like, there's some buff old dudes.
I mean, you gotta be like, I'd say over 65 or 70. You know what? What's the age to be considered a senior? 60 or 65, right?
65 is when you hit
65.
retirement age.
Okay, so
That's
we'll say
65
let's say
and older, You
70.
think you can take all 65
No,
plus people?
no.
I'll give myself every
70.
80-year-old. I bet I could take in a fight. But
I could be. We'll go 75. All right. I think that's a good happy medium. And plus, this is anyone who wants to. I'm not taking on every single one. This is a challenge.
so you're only
Bro, you
attracted
know
to,
only the strongest of them don't want to.
No,
Bro, can I get a yellow toe?
Pierce
This
versus
shit
the
is
No,
fucking
I don't
nasty.
think you can in the
Can you
air.
stop a plane? Maybe at the next transformation we'll stop. Anyways, we're doing a land, air, and sea race over here.
I
Um,
cannot
Anyways, back
fly
to
a
fighting
plane.
the elderly. Yeah,
Dude.
Ethan and Jackson, like, what's your age range? You think that you could, like, at what point do you think you could take on everyone in that, like, every person at that age or older?
90.
Any age range? Oh, or older. Yeah, I'd say 80.
I'd say 90.
75. You know what? 70. I think I could
I
beat
feel
up-
like
if he's
Think
70,
about how old-
70-year-olds.
Think about like how old certain people in like think about like Samuel L. Jackson. Isn't he
Yeah.
like in his
he's
like
70
his-
something.
he's like in his late
Bro,
70s,
Morgan
isn't
Freeman.
Yeah, but I think
And you
Harrison
think you
Ford,
could beat
like,
him?
just turned 80. Like, do you think you could beat? I think I could beat
he? I
up
couldn't.
Harrison Ford
Yeah.
now.
I don't know. I don't know. It depends on if he's smoking or not. Because if he's smoking, there's no way that,
Bro,
that
You
he
don't think
have
you
any
could
idea
take
how
a
many plane
high
crashes that man has lived
geriatric
through?
Harrison Ford?
No, the weed makes him stronger. Have you ever seen that man fly a
It's his
plane while high?
superpower.
Yeah, I mean,
He crashed
I-
and
I
survived.
don't know if that has anything to do with the survival, but it definitely has something to do with the crashing.
Yeah, but he
So-
survived.
See, I don't know, but like durable doesn't like maybe it'll just take a really long time to beat up a high Harrison Ford. Like maybe he just gets rubbery or something. But I think
No,
you could
because
still take
because
it.
I know I'm not that durable. So eventually, like in the time that it's going to take me to take him out, he will have probably taken me out. Because I bet he's got a good punch in him.
At
I don't
80?
know.
Okay,
Yeah,
I got a
know.
good question.
I'll have to see the new
What-
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, well,
What do
yeah,
you
we'll have to
think-
watch the new movie to really.
Gauge Harrison Ford's combat.
Yeah.
But like Han
Yeah.
old ass
We'll
Han
power
Solo
scale.
wasn't intimidating me.
We'll power scale him based off of the new Indiana Jones movie.
Go ahead, Jackson.
All right. What do you think? Like, what's the largest animal, like land animal, that you could beat in a fight to the death?
Largest land
I want to
animal.
beat up a kangaroo. I'm not.
I've
heard that
confident
it's-
I
I've
can do
heard that,
that.
like,
I
it's-
think I could. If you, because
I've
all
heard
you have
that
to do
it's
is avoid the kick. If
impossible,
you can
yeah.
avoid the kick, you're fine.
I've
They don't
heard
have
it's
really
not
much
as
else.
hard to fight a kangaroo as you'd think because kangaroos don't know like strategy like we do.
Yeah, but they do be having claws.
Scratch
true.
your eyes out.
But they
It's
are
like it
like
would.
punk asses, bro. I would love to
Yeah.
beat up a kangaroo.
You ever watch
Fuck
Kangaroo
those
Jack?
guys.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yes, bro.
That movie's
Kangaroo
Before,
Jack's-
like a fever
before I
dream.
thought of kangaroos, I think I could take a wolf.
No
I think
way!
If I had
Oh,
a weapon,
wolf,
I could
bro?
take a
no,
wolf.
no.
You could
Dude,
not take
you,
a
you
wolf,
Just,
bro.
you just
I
have
don't
to
think
snap the neck.
I don't think I
you
could take a large.
just have to snap the neck.
I don't think I could
That's your
take a
breakdown.
large dog.
I don't even trust I don't think I could beat like a canine like unit for like from the
Like a
police.
German Shepherd.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't think I could beat like a trained
definitely
German
couldn't beat a-
Shepherd.
I
Because
think,
yeah,
like,
you could
I
snap
think a
its
wolf
neck,
is more
but you gotta
dangerous
be
than
really.
a trained German Shepherd, though.
Nah, dude. The wolf is just raw.
You gotta
power
snap
kinda
its
deal.
neck, but you gotta be close to its face to snap its neck.
And look how big
Yeah,
their
bro.
necks are, bro. That would take a
Hey, man.
lot of strength.
And I've never snapped a
I
neck
will take-
before.
I
I've
will
also
take the
never
pain
seen a
of my
wolf get
hands.
its neck snapped. How feasible is
I
that?
You just gotta let it bite through your hand, so that you could then force its mouth open and fucking.
This dude
snap
played
its
Modern
neck.
Warfare 2, and he was like, "I think I could beat some dogs."
It
We are
looks
putting
easy.
Jackson in a cage match with a wolf, just to like see what happens. he's
Alright,
he's
that's on the
confident.
bucket list.
He's confident he can take it.
Like very
Ethan?
confident.
What's yours?
Largest. I think I could probably take. All right, we gotta include some herbivores here. Get that representation. I think I could probably take a moose if I had like a very big.
No, you
no,
can't.
you could not.
Dude, no, you couldn't.
They're
Moose
big.
kills so many people every year.
They do, bro. But I think I could take a moose if I
No.
just had a sharp and. Big
I don't think you
stick,
could take
bro.
a
No,
deer.
it's
I disagree that
think
you could take a
one
moose, but I
stick,
do
even
think
if
that's
it's
more
many
realistic
stabs.
than the wolf.
don't
I
know,
agree
bro.
that is
No,
more
I could catch
realistic
this
than
thing
the
off
wolf.
guard.
The moose is slower.
But yeah, the moose. I feel like if you had a stick, and like you did some like Dark Souls, just rolling around,
They're
dodging is, like,
herbivores, yeah,
singular
they're not,
forward
like, trained
attack.
for fighting.
I think you'll be fine.
they'll also run away.
Yeah, but humans
means
are the
you gotta
best
chase up to 'em.
long distance runners in the world.
But are you?
They can't run.
Are
They
you more
can't
long
run.
distance than
I
moose?
ran a marathon,
That'd
bro.
be cheating on the moose.
Oh, okay,
Against
yeah,
a
true.
moose? I don't.
I think Ethan's suggesting this because this already happened.
I've already
Ethan
beaten
fought
a
a
moose in a
moose.
fight.
It's
I'm
in
told
Canada,
Ethan
don't
lore.
admit to it. I think that's illegal.
It probably is illegal to kill a moose, actually.
Yeah, I'm not buying either of your. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
buying
thought I was
either
being
of
pretty
Alright.
realistic with the kangaroo.
Alright,
Wait,
alright.
what's yours, Pierce?
I think I could take on. I don't know.
Frick, whoever just knocked me off the edge, bro.
I don't know.
Hee
You're still ahead of me, bro.
Like a large dog.
Didn't we just establish that you couldn't do that?
Well,
No,
hey, I
but
think
not
if
like
you're
that
going like a trained German Shepherd versus just like a big dumb dog.
Yeah.
True.
Like what's that one?
Yeah, I feel like Pierce could take a big poodle.
Yeah, I could make like a chihuahua.
Or against one of those. It's like a pretty long dog, and it's got like
A wiener
really
dog?
skinny bones. No,
like a
it's
greyhound.
big. You got like a very long.
Oh
snout.
yeah, great.
They're meant for running and running only.
Yeah.
I could not take a bus.
I could take a bus.
A bus?
Wait, what?
A greyhound.
Oh. I could not take a bus.
See, I
could
didn't
not take
get
a
the
bus.
like the joke. I was just I just thought you out of nowhere were like I think I could not take a bus in a fight.
I don't know. I mean, they're kind of slow. It could take some time.
Have you seen the movie Speed, bro? They had to keep that thing
Pierce
over
think
60.
it goes fast as cars can.
Yeah, but it takes a while for them to build up speed.
What if the bus is at speed when it arrives to you?
What do you do then?
I could take it for sure, though.
Now, what sea mammals do you guys think you could take in a fight, or sea life? I
Oh
guess.
shit! Like I
All of
do
them.
think I could take a shark
Bring
in
him
shallow
over
water.
You do?
You think you could take a shark?
in shallow water?
Yeah, dude. I've watched
Nah.
Shark Week, man. Look, they tell me every time they say just like grab that motherfucker by the gills. It's gonna freak him the fuck out. You lift him above water just like his head, and then punch him in the fucking nose, bro.
You think you
I'm
could take
ready.
a crocodile
That's
or
a
an
I've been
alligator?
dream-
dreaming of this.
It's not gonna kill him.
If you punch it, like if you hit X enough times to punch him in the nose, eventually he will die, like the Arbiter. Not the
Do you
Arbiter,
think-
I
the
think that's
High
more
Priest.
unrealistic.
Do you think
than
you
my
could take an
wolf.
alligator?
Yes.
No. Not unless I had a
Ethan,
gun.
We were
I know
ready
for
for
sure I
this.
could run away from it.
How are you gonna come out
Bro,
with
I will
Ethan
always
is very
attempt.
forward. There has to be a gun or he will lose.
This is fascinating to hear. This fun fact about Ethan. It's interesting that you tell me that you aren't confident you could beat an alligator in a fight. We were in South Carolina and encountered an alligator. Ethan's reaction to this situation was to sprint at the alligator. In this case, it worked. The alligator did go into the pond and not confront Ethan. But
What is?
in the alternate scenario where the alligator runs back at Ethan, I would hope that Ethan would be confident that he could take the alligator and fight.
This
Okay,
man
if
said
I
he
recall
needs a
this
gun.
correctly, though, you said you were down to fight this alligator as well. That changes my odds.
Okay, I would not be down to fight it just normally if that happened. But if you were having trouble, I would step in.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I think
wasn't
all
trying
of
to
us
lead
could
that
take it
charge
on.
with you, but if things went south, I would try and save you.
Yeah.
But yeah, true story.
I don't know.
Based
Like,
on a true story.
see, I don't ever think about fighting animals. It's hard to just. It's hard to. I probably would lose most confrontations with an animal. Considering
but what
it's our
about-
experience.
I'm in the
Like a
ocean. I'm
lizard?
I fucking dare.
Like a lizard, like a little lizard.
Fucking dare a shark. Alright,
It's like on
but
my
could
face,
we all
like biting me.
take a goose in a fight, or like a
100%.
Canadian goose?
Yeah.
Oh, Pierce, I said no to that.
What? You.
The invite.
I'm invited.
But yeah, it's easy. You just grab him by the neck, but high up enough so that it can't go down and bite you, and then you're good.
Bro,
What animal?
a Canadian
Goose.
goose.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I'm wringing that neck out like a fucking towel.
Dude, I could not
Yeah,
take
and
a
then you do the
goose.
Hulk on Loki move.
Dude, I
just
could not
slam
fight a
him up and
goose.
down.
Those things are terrors.
That's why it'd be so satisfying.
It would.
You bring
Did you guys-
justice.
Did you guys play Untitled Goose Game?
No.
No, I
Yes.
saw a couple playthroughs though.
It's a really good game. It's on Game Pass, I think.
It's just got me thinking about like those geese that kind of like hang outside grocery stores sometimes and bother customers as they're walking up. Like, imagine some dude just grabbing that motherfucker and doing the like Hulk Loki thing like in front of the other shoppers.
Such a power move.
I'd pay to see it.
Yes. Mega Rampa.
How did we start talking about fighting animals?
I brought it up after we talked about fighting 80-year-olds.
Oh, bro, I could beat every 80-year-old. 90 for sure. Let's get back to the topic of beating up old people.
This man wants to beat up some old people.
90 for sure I could take on. Like, 100% any
Definitely.
90-year-old I could destroy. 80
85?
is... I still think 80 is rough. Maybe 85? Yeah. Old people? Come on.
Just throw them in front of a self-checkout. They'll freak the fuck out.
Exactly. Dude, old people fucking hate. Dude, I'm so hyped for the day that like Walmart is just completely self-checkouts. That's gonna be a good day. All the old people are gonna be so pissed.
I feel like a lot of these old people that are like hanging on to life at that point would let go.
Yeah.
Stuck in front of the self checkout.
It just, yeah. Oh fuck. What were we talking about?
We were talking about old people. beating them up.
Yeah. No. Yeah. But going back to animals, Ethan, you brought up you punched a topic into the Discord at some point this week that really caught my attention. It was something about like Bear Week, Small Bear
Oh,
Week.
yeah.
Fat
Fat
Bear
Bear
Week.
What was that bearism you got going on?
It was Fat Bear Week up in Alaska.
Yeah, tell me
this
about
last
that.
week, and it's just this competition of photographers going out taking photos of bears that are getting ready for hibernation and how fat they are, and people vote on which one they think is the fattest and cutest bear.
Is that dangerous?
A little bit, but they got a lot of cute photos of bears, and there was some scandal this year.
Oh
So-
shit! Was there a photoshopped one?
No, but there were actually there was voter fraud in the votes,
Oh.
and
Stop the
somebody
count.
dumped 80,000 votes in for one bear when not even like not even 80,000 people participated in this thing.
Yeah, I don't think they needed to go that hard to like ensure the victory. You know, probably could have thrown like 200 in, been good to go.
But yeah, that bear has since been eliminated from the competition, and
Sad.
It's conspiracy though. What if it
Pierce,
what
I'm
if the guy
sorry.
who did it wasn't the photographer, and it was another photographer like sabotaging that guy by making it look like he, did that on purpose?
oh, that'd be interesting. That'd be the real scandal. No, fuck.
80,000. You're like begging to get caught at that point.
Yeah, that is a How is this scandal not like rocking the world right now.
I'm rocked.
This man's world is rocked.
So what's
Rocked,
going on?
cocked,
You got
and
games
ready
on your
to
phone?
sod.
So let's see. Pierce takes in with another topic.
Bro, you're such a bitch.
I'm your
Don't
bitch,
make me
though.
have to talk. Um, dude, all right. VR is too damn expensive.
It
Did you
is
guys
quite
see
expensive.
the new Quest is $1,500?
Yeah,
Bonkers.
the Quest Pro. That's crazy. I can't think of another thing where the Pro version of a given thing is 5 times as expensive as the original. Because the regular Quest 4 is just 300, right?
I think so.
So yeah, 5 times that for the Pro version. And I guess it's gonna be like, it must be like life changing at that point.
No, yeah, it is like top of the line tech. And like you basically get, because the thing with the Quest is that it's VR without all the cords and stuff. And so you're getting you are getting like a slightly lesser, you know, experience than you would on a normal. Like there's some stuff you can't do because
Is
it's
the
not as
Quest Pro
powerful.
still wireless?
Yes,
So it's just like got a computer built into it then?
basically.
So that's why it's so expensive? Okay.
Yeah, I'd assume.
Makes
I
sense.
know it's extremely
It's just
powerful.
like a It's like a Ghostbusters battery pack just on the back of their head.
It actually
Yes.
looks really good and like super sleek.
Yeah,
I dig the design, but like it's so expensive.
Yeah, I just now, by the way, got down the first ramp.
Same.
When you get up to the top, just run into the red thing, and then just respawn. Cause don't try to angle it so you're facing the track. Just run into it, and then just respawn. What were you saying?
But yeah, see, I've been telling myself that I'm gonna get the PSVR. Now I'm more nervous about that.
From what I heard about the first one, it's like there wasn't really too much going for it.
For PSVR?
Yeah, like
I
compared
I think
like
it was good at the
compared it
time,
to-
but now it's not as good.
and like there wasn't like too many games for it.
They revealed the specs for the new one, and that's why people are so like, oh, this is going to be priced like crazy, because apparently it is going to be really good, like really top of the line with what's out there now. So I don't know. I think I would pay 500 for it maybe, but
I'm thinking
up to
if the
like 800,
Oculus-
I don't know.
if the Oculus is $1,500 for being that top of the line, I'm thinking that the PSVR is gonna be like $600.
Yeah, the PSVR again like has going for it. It's gonna draw on the power of the PS5. Like we were just talking about how the Quest, its whole
Mhm.
thing is like it's a built-in computer. So hopefully that takes away a massive bit of the price.
Oh, I mean, you can't even get your hands on a normal PS5.
I wonder if that'll
Yeah.
actually help make it easier to find PSVR, because you have to have a PS5 to get it.
No, because
Not
scalpers
enough
are still
people.
gonna.
That's true. Well,
They're
yeah,
still
definitely
gonna
not
get it.
paying more than MSRP for VR. Hopefully, there's less of a market for the VR because of its price point, and so that'll stop scalping to some extent.
And what is going on with this generation of video games? Not
They're all a bunch of snowflakes.
Pandemic
True.
fucked everything up, and now don't have enough consoles out there, and
This is not like I don't consider this generation to have started. It really hasn't.
yeah. I mean, I think even at the PS4's launch, there were a couple launch titles that were PS4 exclusive and really, you know, pushed it for the time, or pushed the new hardware. Versus with this generation, I mean, we've got some things like Astro's Playroom, which are, you know, PS5 exclusive, but then a lot of, like, I can't think of any full-size, like, AAA PS5 exclusives that are not also on the PS4. I think it was most disappointing to hear that God of War was going to be developed for the PS4, and I'm really hoping that that's more, instead of, like, you know, developing with the PS4 in mind, it's like they will downgrade the game, kind of like a Switch port for the PS4, but not sure. But either way, yeah, I would love to see developers make the move over to next-gen exclusive titles so we can start really pushing the hardware, but I understand the hesitancy.
Yeah, they said that Sony said that they're expecting to keep the PlayStation 4 around until, or for a while. I don't know if they gave a concrete date.
Hey, what do I do with this plane?
You drive up to the red circle up top, back where you began.
Oh,
You see it on the map.
alright. Yeah.
But what were we talking about?
Next gen.
PS4. Next gen.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing some people say like it could be as far as like 2024 that the PS4 is still getting support, and possibly like
crazy.
even later, depending on.
That is crazy.
Something's got to happen. Like they got to figure out some way to stop scalping.
Yeah.
Are there any upcoming Xbox exclusives that we know are going to be Series consoles exclusives?
A lot are actually, but I like a lot. I know a lot of stuff is being developed exclusively for the series. I can't think of any off the top of my head. I think the new Forza like Motorsport. I think that's going to be exclusive.
Interesting.
There were a couple
I
games
know, like
that were also
Starfield
exclusive.
is not. I don't think like Redfall is either.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, I think like. And do you think even?
But
once we
Microsoft's in
get-
a safer spot
Why do you think that?
because of the Series S. They can start doing more next-gen stuff because everyone can get their hands on a Series S. That's the whole reason that they're even staying afloat right now.
I think
Because that's the only thing you can get.
That's more of a product of people. The fact that it's available is more, I think, representative of people not wanting it than like they have more than Sony, because the sales numbers have been the same, and regardless of like being able to find a Series S on the shelf. I know I said like people don't want Xbox at all. I think like a lot of people want that Series X if they're gonna go to the next gen. So I think that's the reason S's are so available.
Well, no, that's they also S's production has not been as impacted as X's.
But I think like
They're
if
they're
I
able
think
to
there's
produce a lot
anything,
more.
that like helps out Xbox in this scenario, I think it's that the Xbox One just didn't sell as like even close to what the PS4 sold. So like while Sony's still like trying to hold on to that largest install base, like Xbox can move on quicker just because the Xbox One didn't sell as well. And like the ratio of Series X to Xbox One is much like larger than the ratio of PS5s to PS4s right now.
Yeah.
Even though they both like there's the same, practically the same. There's a little more PS5s, but like PS5s and either series console out in the wild.
Pip has a lot to say today.
Yeah. that gap keeps getting shorter as Sony keeps having production issues. And because yeah, the main thing with the Series S is that it doesn't it they haven't really been having production issues with it with the chips because of the hardware. So they've been able to get a lot more out. So they've been starting to really focus on that, and there's been rumors about them releasing. I think Sony. There's also been rumors of Sony doing this too, of releasing a disk drive for the.
Yeah.
They want to release a disk drive for the Series X, or not Series X, the Series S, because they're able to sell a lot more of them, and since they don't have a disk drive, it gives people a way to be able to upgrade and use backwards compatible games or any of your Xbox One games.
I've also heard that PlayStation, they're going to move to just having the all digital model, and then they've patented an attachable disk drive. So essentially, anyone who has a slim model like the disc or the all digital model now will be able to get one, and anyone who buys one in the future will also be able to have a disk drive if they want it, but they'll have to buy it separately. And apparently, that's gonna that would help supply issues because they'd only be making one shell, one version of the console.
That is like
resources into it.
I think that's a smart idea, and I also think that the diskless version of the PS5 looks better than the one with the disk drive.
Yeah,
I agree. I have one with the disk drive, but I think the other one looks nice.
Same.
So it looks it's just sleeker. The disk drive is just on one side, so it takes away its symmetry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a smart idea. That's not going to go over well when it happens.
I think it's a good idea, yeah. Unless, like I think the problem, like, if the disk drive is $100, I think that's perfect. But if it's more than that, I think people would have a reason to be upset.
I don't know. I think some people
for a disk drive.
I think people would be pissed at $100, and I also think that is a very reasonable price point for what Sony would do.
Yeah.
The disk drive for my computer was $20.
Oh, well.
Maybe $50.
I think they could get away because, like, technically it'd be like, well, it's like you're buying the disc version, but
I think they would make it like $50 because they could definitely upcharge it.
Yeah, because it'll be proprietary. I'm sure.
Or they make it $100 and also include a game.
True.
There you go. Boom.
That's like
So they've been getting around scalpers recently by doing the Horizon bundle thing.
Dude, I saw there was a video that was going around like a couple months ago of a guy who was pissed because he could only buy a PS5 bundle at GameStop. Like, he had to buy games with it. And then the guy came back trying to return.
Why was he mad about that?
He came back like the next day and he was trying to return the games because he didn't want them, and they wouldn't let him because it was part of the bundle.
Yeah.
And it's like he picked the games. Yeah, that guy probably was a scalper.
Yeah.
How does that stop scalping?
Just because it's more money. And you have these games that you also have to try and sell with your console. Because these people aren't buying it to keep they aren't buying it to play it. They're buying it to resell it. So when you have games to resell along with it, not only is it more expensive to buy, but it's harder to sell than just a base console. Because most people just want the base console. Because it's already expensive enough if they're buying off of a scalper.
Yeah. So it's like instead of paying $800 from a scalper to just get the PS5, I can give GameStop $800. You'll get an extra controller, a pair of headphones, and 2 games.
And some games.
Which is like, you're spending a lot of money, but like you're getting the value out of it at least.
It's a lot of times with bundles, I think it's a mind game thing of like, people try to steer clear, or people, a lot of times maybe they'll choose one without a bundle, or they'll be upset because it's more expensive, and it's like, well, I just want to buy the console. But then they don't realize that they're going to get home and then probably buy a couple games. And it's like, well, they just spent the same amount of money, but since they didn't spend it all in one place, their thinking is like, you know, they're not spending as much money. But since they got to buy it all in one place, they think they're paying way more than they need to, or like
That
more
is
than
the
they
thing.
would.
We tend to like losses all at once as people. I took like a consumer psychology course, and like people tend to like losses all at once usually. Or my bad, other way around. People like winning all at once, but they like losses like individually because it doesn't feel as bad.
Yep. So I think that's part of it too, of like people getting upset. Like they don't realize that they're going to spend that same amount of. They'll probably drop, you know. I mean, one game is $70. You buy a couple games, you're gonna, maybe you get another controller. I can understand maybe not wanting an extra controller, but it can't
It's
hurt.
like going to the store and buying all the regular size stuff instead of the value size. Like especially with items where you'll absolutely end up using the value size. Like it's just harder to give more money up front. And usually those bundles too, like you won't be paying as if those games are all full price either. Usually there's some kind of discount there.
Yeah, because it's a bundle. How you guys feeling about? This is kind of we were talking about. This is brand new. Well, I mean, it's not brand. It's ongoing, but new stuff has came out about Sony trying to block the Microsoft and Activision buyout.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the UK
They are-
regulator thing.
They are desperate. And Microsoft is desperate to make sure that nothing happens. They're out here talking about how much they suck at making video games.
Yeah,
Which that's gotta be the funniest part.
I don't think Sony, like the way I see it, is like, I don't know, like Sony's reaction, I don't think should be very surprising. I mean, they're a business; they're trying to protect their business interests. I think Xbox would probably be acting in a similar manner, and whatever's going to happen is going to happen. This deal is definitely going to go through. From what it seems, like Sony's just grasping to try and get some kind of guarantee that they'll still have COD on their platform.
Like, I can understand Sony as a company being worried about COD going away, because that is a very big moneymaker. And they're not wrong about that. COD is a very important thing. And I honestly don't think it will go away. The way Microsoft talks, like, as a business in, like, the letters to the regulators, it sounds like they don't want to take it off of COD because that's where so many... Like, even if a lot of people go to Xbox... Even if a lot of people go to Xbox, it's still not going to be the full amount of people. Some people are just going to not go. Because to buy a whole nother console, it's a lot of money. So yeah, and the way they talk in like the letter, they were like they were like PlayStation players make up the majority of the Call of Duty fan base, and it would be like they said something along the lines of like it would be careless to take it off of a platform like that. Like, it would be financially careless to remove a player base like that.
And like,
doesn't Microsoft not even want to remove them? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's like, it's
I don't
weird
think
that people
COD
think
is...
that they do want. Like, I think about look at Minecraft.
Especially,
like, it'd be stupid too to get rid of Minecraft on every platform but Xbox.
Especially since they've openly said that they want to put Call of Duty on the Switch. Why would they take it off of PlayStation and then put it on the Switch? I know they have a good relationship with Nintendo, but still.
mm-hmm.
The problem with Sony being upset isn't the whole they're afraid of COD being gone. It's how like hypocritical they're being about it.
For real though.
They're saying stuff that they don't want to happen. Like they made a list of demands that they don't want to happen in order for this deal to go through. And it's literally like stuff that they are doing right now. It's like Call of Duty cannot have exclusive console exclusives. They cannot have any console enhancements, which is stuff that is literally on PlayStation. They have console enhancements with like their controller and stuff has like extra features, and they get exclusive stuff.
Yeah, I think like from their perspective, like I don't think they're saying like it's not fair for someone to do this because it's like blatantly hypocritical. I don't think they're saying like it's not fair for either console to have these kind of benefits. I think they're more like, hey, we have been investing so much in the Call of Duty franchise, and like we've had these contracts with Activision where we're getting this stuff, and then like I think they're like, and you undermined us, like you just like flexed your Microsoft big dick money and it bought the company to circumvent that, like this relationship that we had established. I think that's more their perspective than like it's
That's
not
their
fair
argument?
for you to do this.
Well, no, they had like in that letter they had a list of demands saying like Xbox
Yeah.
if the deal goes through, Xbox should not be able to do this.
Yeah, because they're like, from their perspective, it's like it's unfair to just like
Well,
buy
they can
them
get
out
over
so
it.
that we can't do that anymore. Which
Yeah.
like I think like they can get over it. I agree with you. I think like I don't think
They're
like,
in a bit-
defending a company like in either is always like, or like
This is a very,
justifying
like,
company's actions is ever,
Volatile
like, really good.
business, or business in general is very like people are getting bought all the time. Stuff's changing, markets change all the time. Everything. This is just
Yeah.
happening. It's happening. Get over it.
Yeah, but I like them doing this. I don't think it's like just or whatever. I just think it's unsurprising. It's like business stuff, and for like so many people to think that like I don't know, Sony's like being emotional about it. I don't think it's not about that. It's just like it's just money. They're just acting in the interest of their money. They already know how things are gonna go, but they're gonna try and salvage it as best as possible.
Try and slow it down.
Yeah.
Dude, Xbox was like going. You were right. It's probably not a good idea. May not be a good idea to like shit talk the regulators, but like, I appreciate the honesty and how like they're just like, nah, listen up, okay, y'all are being crazy because they were accusing them of listening to Sony too much and like being more biased, and on Sony's side.
Yeah. But yeah, so
Which,
many
from what I've
people-
heard, that is a thing. Like the UK and Sony have a very good relationship in that regard, from what I've heard.
But yeah, so many people like talk about this situation like Sony is the good guy and Xbox is the bad guy, or
the other way
Xbox
around.
is the good guy and Sony is the bad guy. It's like, guys, like brand loyalty is lame. We should criticize
Yeah.
both companies for whatever and praise them for whatever. But at the end of the day, like they don't care about our feelings. They care about our wallets. So don't be a sucker about it.
Like, I literally saw like as I was reading all the stuff about the regulated things, someone made a meme. It was a Sony fanboy, and he made a meme. And it was like a screenshot of the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, and they replaced Amber Heard with Xbox and Johnny Depp with PlayStation, and they were like, Xbox is really really grasping at straws to make this deal go through, or something like that.
It's just.
And it's like and they were like Xbox trying to win over regulators in court.
That's
it's
good.
like-
That's gold.
Yeah, there used to be an account on Twitter that I kept up with called Bad Console War Memes, and then they got like I think they were this was all part of it. I don't know if they were a bunch of accounts ended up getting doxxed. I don't remember if this was specifically them, but I know someone like got outed as like being trans, and like I think it was something. I'm pretty sure it had to do, or it was like in the same ballpark as like the Kiwi Farms, in terms of like who's responsible for it. It was some Discord server full of like people, and they were like targeting certain people, and that account got suspended because of it, because they got like mass reported by that hate group. But they used to post and like post screenshots and stuff of Twitter accounts, like Console War Twitter accounts. It's rough. Console War Twitter is like some of the cringiest stuff you've seen.
Mm-hmm.
But people love to stand up for their console.
The Sony guys are like they're both bad in their own right. I think Sony's a tiny bit worse. Maybe I'm just biased, but
I think maybe too. It could just be like it's the bigger fan base right now, so like they'll have more radicals
so
based on like radicals per capita.
Yeah, they're just like super entitled. Whereas like a lot of time, well, and they'll just like comment on stuff that's just like it'll be an Xbox guy like being excited for like a little win that finally happened for Xbox, and they'll just be like fuck you. Like
Xbox
damn,
is like the underdog right now, so they're like you know.
I love a good underdog story.
Except I you know. Now I guess we can't call them the underdog. They've got your favorite franchise now.
I can't wait for that deal to go through.
Oh,
Call of Duty on Game
All I
Pass?
give a fuck about is that Game Pass.
And
I won't
they
have to
also
pay $60
revealed
a year. Woo!
they also revealed that Game Pass makes like how much per year?
It was like 2.8 billion, wasn't it?
Pretty good.
2.8 billion. I mean that's not profit. That's just how much it earns.
It's
or how much it
revenue,
made. Yeah, that's just revenue. So we don't know like how profit. Phil Spencer has said it's profitable, and with numbers like that,
I
can't
would think so. Yeah,
I can't imagine
that much per year.
I can't imagine that it costs that much to get like licenses to put games on Game Pass. Not 2.1, not over 2 billion a year.
I don't think. Yeah, I think most of like their operating costs come from development. Like with when it comes to like the licensing, usually they take games that probably wouldn't have had a big chance if they weren't on Game Pass, or like indie games and stuff like that to go day one, or games that are old now and aren't selling anymore. Like, so I don't think like their licensing's probably that big of a chunk of it, but you know, putting hundreds of millions of dollars into like
Call of Duty is gonna be like
engine.
Call of Duty is gonna be such a massive thing for Game Pass.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that like
go for it.
I hope that like all the Call of Duties are available.
That would be incredible.
Based on how
there's no reason
they've
not
gone about
to.
everything else, it should be, because I think like all the Elder Scrolls games are on there. It's not like
I mean, there'd be no reason to not include some old Call of Duties. Like, why does it matter? Like, just play some old games for free, and it would
especially since they're
increase
already
the player
available
base a
on
bit.
Xbox. Like you can play almost all of them. I think maybe all of them as is.
Yeah, I'm hyped for that. I mean, I already own most Call of Duties anyways, but like I know Sam doesn't. I don't think Ethan does.
Nope.
Yeah, not on Xbox.
So
That kind of
that'll be
sucks. I wish that it's a more modern thing with games, but I wish I could transfer over profiles. So like playing Black Ops 4 on PlayStation 5
I wish that
recently,
like
think about
They
how
would've-
much I have unlocked in that and how much I'd lose going to Xbox.
I wish they would have like retroactively, because they did crossplay the next game.
Did they? What came after Black Ops 4?
Modern Warfare.
Oh. Cool.
Yeah, Modern Warfare. And they had crossplay at launch. I think in the beta crossplay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it would have been nice to like retroactively go back and be like, Black Ops 4, you can have crossplay.
Yeah, but I imagine that would have been a pretty difficult process.
From what I hear, it's not. The whole reason that like crossplay even got started or became like a movement is because one day Epic accidentally turned it on in Fortnite. And then
I think,
people
like,
noticed that they were
that-
playing
Yeah. Well,
because
just that made people realize it was possible. Like,
yeah. I think it would be, and see, that'd be so cool. Imagine like if they went back in these old like Call of Duty games and enabled cross-platform play. Jeez, chew. I sneezed. I think that'd be cool. There's definitely no way they could put cross-platform play in a 360 game. That definitely was not in like the infrastructure. But it would be neat, nonetheless.
Dude, Kanye West has been going off.
Dude, he's
Yes,
straight up
oh,
anti-Semitic,
yes.
bro.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, that was like a pretty big deal, and I feel like everyone forgot about it.
Straight up said he was anti-Semitic.
Yeah, he literally did. Well,
But he
no,
said
well,
he
I mean,
couldn't be.
no, he said he
Said he
couldn't
can't
be,
be.
but like he's acknowledging that he's making an anti-Semitic comment.
Mhm.
So that's an admission right there.
I just
So-
that whole tweet is something to behold. Like the fact that he said like DEFCON instead of DEFCON.
DEFCON.
They said 3, which is like not the worst one.
Yeah, it's in the middle.
Well, he wasn't going full on. You gotta wait. You don't want to see him at DEFCON 4 against Jews.
Isn't 2 worse than 3?
Oh wait,
No,
does it
I
go
think
down?
he'd go up, right?
Candace
I don't know, I
Owens
haven't-
argued
I
it
haven't played
wasn't
Classified.
anti-Semitic because DEFCON, like the levels, they're like, you know, the level of defense that like the Pentagon is taking on. So she was saying that Kanye's saying it was DEFCON 3 on the Jews means he's going to defend the Jews at level 3, not so it's not anti-Semitic. It's an active
No,
defense.
he
That's what
said
he's saying.
That's what Candace
That's
Owens
what Candace
said.
Owens said. No, but he
She's
literally
the one who was hanging
acknowledged
out
that
with him
like
when he
people are
wore the
gonna.
White Lives Matter shirt or sweater or
Damn.
whatever. She's
Yeah,
yeah.
I was just thinking like a week ago that like I haven't seen her like in the news much recently. And then she
for those
popped
who
up
don't
wearing a
know,
White
she's
Lives
just
Matter shirt.
a white supremacist black person.
True.
Uncle Tom.
I just don't take Kanye down with you. And then he was like hanging out with Tucker Carlson too. This is not good.
I'm pretty open-minded to what I put in my mouth.
That was good. That is a
I
good
saw
thing.
that.
Tucker
Yeah,
Carlson is
Kanye-
literally just a like. I still haven't watched the Tucker Carlson with Kanye.
Neither
That man has
have I.
never not looked confused.
True.
True.
Live Tucker reaction. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he's been banned from posting on both. It's weird because his
Yes.
accounts aren't like suspended, but like he just can't post on them,
Yeah.
which is very weird. Normally, like they'll just suspend the account.
Just waiting out the manic episode. Man, but
Yeah,
don't
he'll
you
be
guys
fine.
wish that wasn't the case though? Like I want to hear what he had to say next. I,
Yeah.
That's.
How off the rails could Kanye get?
I think we know. I have a pretty good idea of how off the rails he could get.
I don't know. I didn't
I think
expect
this
the
was-
anti-Semitism arc. It's been pretty good. Not good. Like, you know.
This
just
is like
out of nowhere.
it
Like
is
new heights.
It's crazy how much like I have seen so many people being like, "Yeah, I'm done with Kanye. I can't defend him anymore." He finally did it. He's finally starting to lose people. I thought it couldn't be done.
Maybe that's what his goal really was.
What, to lose followers?
Because he always talks shit about how he could do, like, just about whatever.
Bro.
Ethan, you fucked me.
I fucked me.
Get in the car with our grandparents and they're like,
I'm
suddenly
hyped for, like,
listening
the-
to Kanye.
We're in like the Kanye Homelander arc.
We're in the Kanye what?
Homelander arc. He's testing out how
Yeah.
far he can get.
We're in the end game now.
And there's always going to be people that support him.
What do you think? What do you think's next from Kanye?
Vertical farming. He's talked about it a lot.
He is
True.
big on, like, even back when he went on Rogan,
Is
he was
he?
talking about vertical farming. He's really into this
Bro,
idea.
he's making Minecraft farms.
Damn. We gotta play some Minecraft.
Like a whole video of him talking about, like, he needs farms all over the, what is it, the ranch?
Yes. His Wyoming
And-
compound.
Someone, like, edited it to make it sound like he wanted, like, farms in Minecraft. We gotta get a mushroom farm. We gotta get a wheat farm. We gotta get cotton farm.
Yeah, he wants, like, I don't know, someone hit him with this idea, and he is.
He's all in.
So he was,
This
I
man
don't
is
know, he
hype.
was high with some people one time, and they're like, "Dude, what if we took like a skyscraper but made it a farm?" And he's like, "Oh fuck!" Like that's what he ran on when he was going for president. Like that's how so into vertical.
He's
farming
running
this
again.
guy is.
He's running again. He posted
He is?
2024.
Oh,
28.
no.
Yeah, he put that on Twitter. That was like one of his first posts back.
That's fine. At least we learned from the 2020 elections, like, we don't have to worry about Kanye showing up and having a legitimate chance at the presidency.
True.
I don't know. What if he's gearing up to be the new Republican candidate?
They
Dude,
would
he's-
never.
he runs the birthday party, man. Or, he's going to make every day your birthday, or whatever his slogan was.
I love the pictures of the 2020 election of Kanye just like in a room alone looking at the election results on a giant screen. Just like devastated. Like so little. Well,
That
I mean,
picture has the same energy of Kamala Harris when she posted about the abortion rights being revoked. It was just like her watching a TV on a plane.
Oh yeah. Penis balls. That's what I gotta say.
Big trouble.
Balls, penis.
Oh my god.
Bro, don't say it.
Penis and balls.
Penis and balls.
Was there anything else in our topics?
You guys excited for She-Hulk finale?
Ooh,
Yes.
that'll be good. The Hulk's gonna be in it, so we'll get a conclusion to whatever was going on with him at the beginning of the season.
I hope it's not addressed.
That would be hilarious.
It would be very in line. Like Hulk's like trying to explain what's going on.
Schrodinger's
and-
gun that never goes off.
and she's just like, yeah, I don't care. There's no time for that.
I'm watching so many shows right now. That like the part about the She-Hulk finale that I'm most excited about is that it's ending. Not because I think the show is bad. It's just it's a good show. I'm juggling so many TV shows right now that I need my schedule to clear up a little bit. For Saul.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hyped. You're almost done with season
I'm gonna
5.
catch up. I will surpass this man.
I forgot to watch Ander tonight.
I still haven't. I've still only seen the first 3 episodes.
It's good. It's a good show. It's getting better.
Is everything on 6 now?
I think so.
Damn. I gotta catch up.
That's so many.
I think how many episodes is the season supposed to be? I think it's like 12 or
12.
something like that.
Yeah. How's your House of the Dragon been?
Oh, dude, it's the best show on
Amazing.
television right now. Ethan, are you caught up?
yes, I am.
Dude.
Bro.
So good. It's-
Episode 8 has definitely been my favorite so far.
that one was good. Dude, the dinner.
Yes. Oh my god. They held it together for the
When
king.
they ate dinner, oh my
Dude,
god.
you should have seen. No, wait, the moment where like they're talking about the secession of Driftmark
I shouldn't have brought it up.
and
Mhm.
and then like the king comes in. That moment, good shit. Anyways, watch House of the
Yes.
Dragon.
What about
Best show on
Lord
television
Rings
right
of
now.
Power?
Rings of Power is pretty good too. Actually, it's been
I
the last
agree.
2 episodes have been really good. And I think this week's the finale, so that's gonna be fun.
Nice.
I didn't ask.
I did.
Thank you, Pierce.
Yo, whoever this is needs to push me, please. I have been
I don't
stuck
think I
here.
can, bro.
Can you hit me from like the side? Anyways, I think we should move on to our ones.
Who got they 1 out right now?
Who playing what they won?
Thank you.
They won.
What's your guys' ones for this week?
I currently have 90 hours stocked into Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Damn.
It is a very good game. Not my personal favorite. I like 2 personally more, but it is a technically better game. It's probably like one of the best JRPGs of all time.
I've heard it's good.
Very good game.
I've heard good things about it. I probably would never play it, but
And you yeah, all the games in the trilogy, it's like you don't need to know the first or the ones before it at all to play it.
Epic.
I know Ethan's
It's
a
very
big
good.
Xenoblade fan.
Yeah.
This man loves his shulk.
You're goddamn right I do.
Nice.
Alright. Pierce?
Huh. I mean, there's obviously the obligatory Better Call Saul one. I am.
All right, what's your
on-
2?
I gotta. I'm on season. I'm on episode. I'm on the finale of season 5 right now. So, but I watched Logan, or I haven't finished it. I mean, I've watched it previously, but I was watching Logan the other night. That could be my one for this week. I love that movie. It's really good. I love how like Professor X and Logan's powers are the things that are like killing them. Basically. I think that's such a cool like concept. And it's just like very well made movie. It gives me high hopes for Indy 5 because same director. And and I could see that movie having a similar vibe to it. So yeah, Logan, or I mean, Werewolf by Night also. But yeah, I think that'll do it for me.
Sam?
Yeah, I'll piggyback on Werewolf by Night. It's not my one, but if you like classic monster movies and Marvel stuff, it's gonna be your jam. It's fun and unique. My one for this week is going to be the Hellraiser franchise. I'd never checked it out before, but I saw that there was a remake being made for Hulu. So I checked that out. I really enjoyed it.
What is it?
It's like essentially it's just it's a horror franchise that revolves around this like puzzle box that when you solve the puzzle box you summon these like demon things called the Cenobites. And they're generally my favorite part of the series just because they're like their designs are so crazy and cool. Like they're just, you know, someone will have their like skin unzipped and folded around their head, that type of thing.
Damn.
Or like you guys I'm sure have seen like the Pinhead, that's the main one. The Hell Priest.
Who you calling Pinhead?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, good movie. I watched the remake. I thought was really cool. It inspired me to go back and watch the original, which was also good. I would say I actually like, having no bias towards the original, watching both. I liked the remake a little more. I thought the plot gripped me a bit more. The original had less Cenobites in it, which was fine. But I think the thing that turned me off of it was its main plot was just so bizarre and a little rapey for my taste. But yeah, no, check out the Hellraiser remake and the original too. Both good movies, but I really liked that remake.
Nice.
Ethan?
I think my one this week has got to be Game of Thrones again. I'm now on season 8, episode 6.
So you're done?
Were you on 3 last time?
Isn't
He
there
was
only
on season
six
6
in
last time.
Season 8?
I think so. So I know I don't have long to go because everything has come crashing down. It's crazy how fast it finished up.
Yeah,
I was
I think
really
that's the
enjoying
problem.
it.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you. Was like having been someone who's binged the show. How do you like season 7 and 8? Because like, that's where people get really critical of the show. That 7 and 8 become like they're too fast paced. Like they're clearly trying to wrap everything up pretty quick. How do you feel?
7
about it?
is still good in my eyes. Like, I still really enjoyed season 7. Some big moments happen in there where I was just like, all right, yeah. But it was also a little fast. And then 8 has been like, I wouldn't have wanted them to spend longer on the things they're doing, I guess. But at the same time, with like where it's leading, they're just gonna, I don't know. Because like, Daenerys burns it all down, you know, and that's just kind of like lame. They could have, I don't know, there was a lot more there.
Yeah, I think like it could have been an effective moment, but they didn't give it the time I think it needed to like get to that.
Yeah.
Like if they wanted to do Daenerys going insane, that's fine, that's cool, but like build to that, like give it time to breathe before that happens. But
And
yep,
I mean,
nope, they
don't
got
get
their
me
Star
wrong.
Wars contract and decided they wanted to end the show early because the HBO wanted them to do 3 more seasons, 10 episodes each. So if like imagine season 6 spread out much further, kind of like the beginning of Game of Thrones, I think it'd be a lot better. But
I agree.
Yeah, it's cringe, honestly. Those last 2 seasons are the reason, like the reception around them is the whole reason I don't want to watch Game of Thrones, and that's the reason that. And because I haven't watched Game of Thrones, I have not watched House of the Dragon.
But Ethan, you'd say overall that it
Great
was a
show.
worthwhile watch. Yeah.
Yes.
And do you think you need it to see House of the Dragon?
No.
You're acting
Not
like
at
I'm just
all.
gonna start watching it.
You've watched
we
Better
all
Call Saul
know-
twice. You can do this.
Yeah, and I'll do it a third if you don't watch it.
You know he's gonna go back to Breaking Bad next week.
No. No. If
No?
anything, I would no. If anything, I would go back to Better Call Saul again.
Again. Oh man.
I'm fine. I'm fine with not watching Breaking Bad again.
But, yeah,
Better Call
according to
Saul is just a
George-
comfort show.
What is this, sir?
I was just saying, Better Call Saul is a comfort show.
Yeah. I love it in Breaking Bad, but it's one of those shows where like you have to watch it in order. I couldn't really. I mean, I can, but it's not like super enjoyable for me to jump just into like a random Saul episode or Breaking
I
Bad
mean, yeah,
episode.
I'm always watching in order.
Yeah. But yeah, Ethan, the George R. R. Martin like came out and
No way.
said like if the Dance of the Dragon storyline from House of the Dragon is going to be told correctly, it needs to be 4 seasons. So assume that
Saw
that's what
that.
it'll be. He got ahead of it this time.
Depends on if David Zaslav has any objections to that.
I
Yeah.
think it'll be all right. It's their biggest show, and it's the biggest show right now.
Yeah, but it's not reality TV.
True. That is true. Fuck.
That's true.
Put like an extremely overweight person in that show, and I think it could go for 4 seasons. That seems to be the reality TV that people like the most. So just put like a very, very, very fat person
That's
in the
true.
show. I think they could get an order for 4 seasons. It'd be the new character who just like struggles. Like there's like a battle going on. They're just like struggling.
The final season, like the final battle or whatever happens, and then it cuts to like the fat guy trying to find out if he won Biggest Loser.
He did.
No, because the final battle has to be. Because there's got to be a payoff at the end. You know. The final battle, he's finally lost enough weight and he kills his first guy. He's finally able to battle. And it's like a touching moment, and like that music's, you know, the music, the happy music from a reality show. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like the vibe I'm talking about.
It's full on medieval warfare. Jillian Michaels is there in a sports bra. It's
I'm really proud of how far you've come.
best of both worlds.
And he gets stabbed.
It would be funny if there was just like a medieval show that's like kind of serious, but then there's like one guy who's like actually on a reality TV show. So where it's just like there's like interactions with like him and people, and then it'll cut away to like him sitting in a chair and like reacting to it. Like I couldn't believe that happened. Jill just walked up and pulled out a sword. I mean, what was I supposed to do?
Bro, I'm all in on that idea. Let's get together, let's write a script. Let's pitch it. Doesn't even have to be medieval. It can be any serious thing. Let's just get that
Yeah.
idea out there. Netflix, if you're listening, hit me up. Get Jackson up. He's got the ideas.
All right, coming soon from Off the Gourd Productions.
The new production label. Production company.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.